Please stand by. My brain's... I don't even know. Did anybody watch the epic long Saturday stream? It turned out to be 10.5 hours with Discord audio doubling everything. Or at least a good part of everything. That was exciting. I have water. Which, even though I've now not been drinking it super diluted for well over a month, still tastes extra thick. Normally, it used to be that I would, like, take a single packet, flavor packet, one flavor packet that's supposed to be good for, like, the 16-ounce water bottles. And at first it was just, I would put it into 1 liter, which is 33, 34 ounces of water. And then it was, hey, I can put it in 1.5 liters, which is 54 ounces, thereabouts, something like that. And, like, I was holding steady at that. And then I got rid of all of those technically single-use bottles. And I don't know where my other 50-plus ounce container went that I was using. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Well, anyways, I have water. I have a caffeine-free soda. Coda has run off. Hello, Darth. I'm kind of sort of ready for sleep, but I'm not going to go to sleep because it's time to play a video game. Also, even if I wasn't streaming, I would probably be playing a video game. Which is one of the reasons why I stream. Because I will probably be playing a video game anyways. All right. Nothing fun or exciting today. I was on phones. I hate being on phones. Phones suck. Also, my microphone seems to be very low today. That seems very high. Now to you, that probably looks no different. Now that I'm done, but it is. Trust me, it is. Anyways. No, I didn't put up the treat schedule. That's okay. We don't really need the treat schedule up. Or at least I don't think we do. Do we need to put the treat schedule up? I do not even remember where we were. I see we're back at the hideaway. No, I don't want to talk to Vivian. Hey, I thought you didn't remember, but that's where Vivian is.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to
Sweetmeats are
life.
organs.
If it's my blessing,
Specifically the thalamus and the pancreas.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Yeah, we'll help.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Also, you know darn well that usually there are treats. I mean, usually there is a pinned schedule / however one wants to pronounce that word. I change up my pronunciation fairly frequently.
To Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Oh, look at where Torgal is. And yes, Torgal gets treats and pets from Karen. I still do not want to talk to her. Not Karen, Vivian. Yes, I knew.
Typical Nan.
Hence the jokey demeanor of the way I was saying it.
How did we never
There are new
hear about
billets
these
being
guardians
posted
of the
every
flame?
day.
Same
Not
way they
enough
never heard
swords
about
to
us,
see
I
to
expect.
them.
Two conversations at once, really hard. Charon, the shopkeep.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. All done?
I really don't want to talk to Vivian. I just really want to ignore her. That's Karen. And she's got my Torgal back behind her shop. Karen, you better not sell Torgal. I will have words. Words will be had. I'm going to go and talk to to Vivian.
I could have sworn we had a few.
I always dislike cold. Coda loves it.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Oh god, I have to sit through this. Oh.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred. And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
So if the temperatures would stay at about just under 0°C, just under freezing, so no more than about like 30 Fahrenheit, and the snow would learn to fall on the trees and the grass and leave the driveways, streets, roads, sidewalks, and generally speaking, roofs untouched, I would be perfectly fine with snow. It's pretty, it's fun to play with. It's just inconvenient, is its only problem. Also, how's the sound today? Because I think I figured out what was going on the last 2 weeks with the sound. And I think I fixed it. Was it too loud? Too quiet? Asking questions. Need answers. Okay. What do you mean we got dumped on last year? We had like 3 weeks of snow on the ground and then it was back to brown. I don't think we've had a good winter where it was white all winter in a long time. I miss white winters. Not necessarily like the snow in all the wrong places, but like I want the grass and the trees to be fucking white, okay? I want to see snowmen and hear about the family in New Brighton who's building another snow creature. Whatever it happens to be. Didn't we talk to you, August?
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
Your voice is all
It's
wrong.
Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, 'cause he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Darth clears out part of the backyard so that Daisy doesn't have to wade through the snow. I refuse to do that for Coda, so he doesn't need to clear out any more snow for Coda over a winter than he would already be clearing for Daisy. Coda has long enough legs. I don't remember why I came this way.
Did you even read it?
No, I didn't read it. I came the long way to the forge, apparently.
Could this place be any more confusing? I'm lost half of the time.
I'm not, unless I've forgotten where I was going. Admitted, when I first played this the first time, I got lost all the time. Don't show up at the same time.
1st August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Why is somebody sweeping in front of my rooms?
So, we find a cuirass, give it to Blackthorn, then he works out how to make it and goes back to being his surly old self, right? Simple.
Why are you
Deadlands wouldn't be half
sweeping?
as bad without all the bloody dust.
Okay. No, that would just make me sad. Yeah, but minor hill means that he barely had to scrape anything. Why am I actually reading these? Like I haven't read these ever. No, first time through I read all of these. I'm kind of surprised I'm reading them again. I can't speak to the size of the mounts because this is going to be my first year possibly seeing the house with any white stuff.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it were nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask round the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Who wants to lay odds that it'll be Clive who finds him?
Typical nobles.
I wish you could use that to mark them on your map, but you can't. Not North Branch. I don't think it was this spot. No.
Company.
Back off! Stupid dragonettes. Good lord. Oh, I did get the box that's down here. And there is a Jill with me. I know it's not down the secret path over there, because that secret path is where the S class dragon is later. Is it over here? Hey, you could go faster. I know I could. I could get ambrosia, couldn't I? Then I wouldn't be stopping to fight. But it's an ingrained habit. Okay. Nope, wrong one. I don't need to kill everything. Everyone will be fine if we leave the monsters alone. We don't need to kill all the things. I've already realized this is not the right spot for it either. I know that it likes, it's in a high spot along the, like the top of the crenulations of a building. And I know it's not that building. I also remember that you can see it. I could just go find the website that I used to use to track all this shit down.
Thanks, Gal.
This is not who I was tracking down, but this is one of the hunt board monsters.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
I mean, you think it might be part of Garuda? Because it sure looks like it's part of Garuda. That was 816 points of damage? That is it?
Rest well. I know I will. Good girl.
Faster!
Time to fight.
No, no fight. Stop getting stuck on things.
Be safe.
Ah, son of a... Yeah, it's definitely not over here. It's not over there. Come on. I can picture the area in my head. But I can't remember how to get there. There's a fight in here later. Oh, apparently now. There's a fight in here now. This is not the fight that I'm looking for, though. Or not. Not a fight in here. But there's a hunt in that one. And there's one in here also, which probably isn't active yet because I haven't got the quest for the stuff that I need from this mob yet. Yeah. Ambrosia, I need you.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Jogibos are flightless birds, Clive. They cannot fly. Okay. Think, Faye, think. Where is the fight you're looking for? That heads off towards where we fought Garuda. Okay, you know what? I'm just running around. is making me crazy. I'm just going to pin this. Really? That's a bit of a run. I don't want to run all the way back there. I seem to recall telling myself quite clearly that no, going to Lost Wing was not the right spot. According to the list I just found, Lost Wing is the right spot. At least to travel from. Why did I bother to pick that up? I don't need it any more than I need that one. Or that one. Or that one.
Time to fight.
No, it's not time to fight. It will be shortly, though.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
See him up there?
Straight home now. The leather work will have to wait. Torgal, look sharp. This one.
I just caught myself holding the X button like it was going to do anything. So that's what I do in Diablo.
This one. Go to him.
That's right, waste that. I guess it's not really a waste. But it wasn't at the fullest that it could be.
This one. Get him. Stick him.
Oh, shoot.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
You'll have to wait to find out. What did the butcher do? Papa McDoodah. Papa Magoozer. Hey, go come and get a treat? Yeah, come here and get a treat. Lay down? Oh, well, good girl. Gotta put Ducky in the floor in my walkway. Not hearing. Do not like the look of that. We get a bone. Is it all done with that one? Another? Wait, has I stopped? Did Mama stopped it? Wait, it's a good girl. no, it is dark. It is dark.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
He's got a whole ass griffin, and all he needs to make are some
This will
greaves.
sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Whole ass griffin.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Bloody busybodies, the both of you.
Definitely not a geezer.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Already have the Drake Slayer gear. Thank you very much. Excuse me.
She's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Butcher. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
At least this one gets marked on the map. I also just tried to mount my horse as if I was playing Diablo 4.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Master, thought I'd be daft to stay.
Well, we do know one thing.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Clive? Cause trouble? Never.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Kill! Sickle! This one. Attack!
You lose.
I'd better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Where? We don't have anywhere to breed scorpions. Especially not that size. Okay.
Well, that was...
It will be over soon. One way or another.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud. Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Used to be Rosaria's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Well, Sid would be glad to hear y'all are still taking shortcuts.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
That's fine. We can go through them.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Time to fight. This one. Get him! All yours, Corvo!
All that time, prepping that flaming sword.
This would be easy.
Floating eyeball reminds me of a beholder, but it has entirely too few eyes.
Uncle.
The old Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there.
This'll be fun. Actually, as we get farther along, it's starting to get more difficult.
What a mess.
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of its maw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
You acid rained on Jill. Ah, damn it. I was doing so good, too.
I still can't believe they can jump.
We were poised to have another fight where I didn't take any damage against a boss. That was going to be epic.
Farewell.
Press on.
Yes. It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat. Though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Oh, there's something wrong. Where's the other one?
All yours, Torgal.
Yes, Jill?
Over here! Attack! Over here! Attack!
Well, that sucked. Please have some potions. Really? Only 4, huh?
Get him!
This is because I'm angry.
Over here! All yours, Torgal.
No, I'm not in any worse condition than I was before all of that, but I was really hoping for some Goram potions.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Quickly, before it melts!
This is going to be close. Come on!
The steam would be insane coming off of that.
No. That's not.
They would be not just burned from the heat, but from that steam.
They don't look too tough.
I mean, they are level 62.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Joel, we could use your ice abilities, honey. Or, you know, my fire will be fine.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
There we go. Man!
What the hell is
All
that?
this dessert over here.
Absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
I really prefer my desserts to be inanimate.
All yours, Torgal.
Another foe bested.
Yellow jelly and red moose, all gone.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception. This one.
Ah, damn it.
This one.
Eat shit.
Over here. This one. Go, Torgal.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Ow. This thing reminds me of a couple of the bosses in Elden Ring. Which apparently I now no longer have trouble remembering the name of again.
This
Are you hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Plenty of fun. If they're not sentient, I can eat them. If they are, I have to hold a conversation with them? Imagine working in a volcano wearing all that.
Lady Marley. It's me. Python Mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the Sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comrec.
All right.
We should be fully healed again.
Welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
We already did. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, sorry. I got it all set and then I, like, didn't do it. As soon as this fight's over. And my brain was like, we got the treats out. We must be done. Ugh, are you kidding me? I explicitly waited to use that spell. Skill, whatever, so that we would get everybody. And you asshats weren't even out yet. Go to McButcher-do. Go to McDumdum Head. Did you want a treat? You just gotta come over here and get treats. Cora! Papi Ladura. Papi Magoo. Hello there, Papa girl. You should go come over here and get some treats. Mama's got treats pulled out. You gotta come over here. Oh. Oh. Oh, you get a puppy dog. A piece of liver? Yeah? You soft boy? Yeah? Is it like that? I get another soft boy? That was very nice. Very good girl. I didn't feel any teeth at all. Not even like a little bit. Is he a crunchy boy? Yeah? What good girl. What? We are on a diet still. Besides, Mama gifted you extra special TREAT before stream. Glad I got some of Mama's ice cream. Did you get some of the ice cream? Ice cream, you scream, we'll all scream for ice cream? Yeah? It wasn't a lot. I know better than to give puppers a lot of dairy. Besides, it was one of my favorite flavors. I'm not giving, like, tons of that up. No, go, ram it. Really? Was I in the right spot to begin with? And I didn't realize it? I was in the right spot. Bad faith.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Too many. Ass hat. Jerks. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. We came in from that door. That we cannot open. Cannot open. That's a bridge. I was totally going to pause, or not pause, mute the mic. Sorry for sneezing in everybody's ears. Too many crickets, 2,400 gil. That's a lot of gil.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
I never actually even muted it.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
Oh, the enemies in this game on hard hit really hard. Especially since you don't actually get a lot in the way of armor upgrades. Of course, most Final Fantasies are kind of like that. And then you have guys like this who are pushovers.
O Faelynwolf, Gladden you non credith. O Faelynwolf, Gladden you non credith. O Faelynwolf, Gladden you non credith.
I still have not seen the Iron Giant. It never interested me. I've been surprised by all the interest in that particular animation in the last couple of years.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
You'd think the Iron Blood would be behind what we're doing, but they're not.
As the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right!
I didn't remember that.
What?
Phoenix's dominant said no. Fully primed.
No!
Jill! I need you freed. Come on. Remember how it felt?
It's been 5 years, Clive.
Why? Why can't I do it?
We've got bigger problems.
Please. Just once.
Okay, well, semi-primed is nice, Clive.
Forever. We better make this quick.
I personally wouldn't have chosen to semi-prime this early in a fight, but hey, whatever. Back you!
Get him!
Get out of the fire. Thank you. You see, this would have been my preferred place to semi-prime.
Kill! Get him! This one.
Well, we got it down to half health, so I guess there's that.
Damn it.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
Earlier than I would like again, but it was my own choice. Ow.
There's a gun. Farewell.
Ow.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here. Use this.
Did we just become Jill's weapon? I guess we're still technically Sid's weapon. We're about to destroy a mother crystal.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
I destroyed it.
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
I just realized I still have my light turned on.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Joshua!
I kept my promise, now you keep yours.
Jill never actually promised anything. Just saying. Oh, wasn't Joshua? Oh. Ultima? Was it Ultima? I would Ultima. Oh.
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
Beaten this game so many times, and I'm just now realizing that wasn't Joshua.
You did.
At the Mother
I fear
Crystal.
he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
The crystal's curse seems to have quite a hold on Joshua.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks, and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Grieger, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
I do not like her. And someone needs to tell me why Clive needs a candle in the middle of the day.
Something must be wrong.
Why is there a candle? I mean, this is clearly not a scented candle, okay? This is not a... We do not live in a society where scented candles are a thing. And we still only have 3. No new missives. Ambiance.
Let's see about planting those seeds, then.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
That is one thing that dogs are generally pretty good at, which is learning from each other. It's easier to potty train or house train a dog when you have an older dog who is already house trained. It's easier to get them to learn tricks. The whole 9 yards. Why am I hiccuping?
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
No, it's a lie. I don't know why I went to appearance, like I thought there was going to be a new appearance.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me?
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
That's right. Leader of the whole damn organization is
Give us new clothes.
going off to get some cloth.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kupka's guard haven't been seen.
We're going to have an opportunity to run into that thing. Health. Green sheaves.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
I'm not going to go and collect that just yet because I want that to be part of, like, keep the story together if I can this time. Hey, you know, that brings to mind, I wonder if that's what Coda's blanket was. Of course, Coda ate her blanket. It was stress eating. But she did. A little pupper. Alright. I'm gonna save. And leave. And just a reminder, it's already been marked on the stream calendar. But there will be no stream on Thursday for what should be obvious reasons. Yeah, Coda never had that problem, which is actually super interesting. I never had to potty train her. She came to us, like, I mean, she was 16 weeks old. But, yeah, when she came to us, she was already housebroke. Also, have I mentioned that these that you gave us, these smell delicious? I keep wanting to eat one, and I refuse to put it in my mouth. Cosa le puccido? Papi la dura. You know, it's funny. I know you call it Hobart, but I'm pretty sure that thing is a hard-boiled softie, and I haven't seen one of those since Coda was a pup.
Are you welcome over here and get some treats? So come here. Yeah.
And also, I know it's human grade, but still.
After a fashion, we get some extra. We get a whole piece of jerky.
That's 2 larges and a liver piece. Hard-boiled softie was a brand name of toys. The squeakers in them are insanely tough. There was a bee, a hedgehog, which I had previously, like, she had one. And like something else. There was another one. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, is you expecting more? You already got it so much. You got it so much. If I had you with lammy chop. What are you doing?
I have no idea what she's doing.
But this is empty.
Fine, you want to be that way?
Get your paw. Get it. Paw. Oh. It's the paw, Mom. It's the paw.
I'm not supposed to get the paw. All right, guys. I know everybody else has already said it. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate y'all. Sleep tight. Don't let the fae bite. And we will see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.